Okay. It seems like the stream is working well. I want to see what today's restaurant thing is. Let me see. How do I check what the mutator is? I know there was a thingamajig. Let me see. There has to be a way, right? Yeah, whatever. Let me pick a different deck. Wasn't it like here or something? I legit forgot. I legit forgot. Seems broke for some reason. What seems broke? How you doing, Shadow Ignition? Good to see you in chat. Wait, what seems broken? Is the stream broken or is the Sasso? Why I say Sasso? What? Or is like the game broken? Is everything okay? Like, wait. Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, cause I remember like seeing last week it was possible to like check it out, but that's whatever. I'll like find out the what's his face. I'll find out what the mutator is once the game begins. Whatever it is. And after that, then we can like fix the deck and stuff. Watch the deck be like, the mutator is gonna be like, oh yeah, like, if you have any spells in your hand that say kill or deal damage to a creature, then you actually take 1 billion damage. I'm like, oh shucks. I picked a deck that's so obviously bad into that. But it happens. Stream seems to be working though, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Like, for some reason my Streamlab OBS doesn't have, like, the actual chat active. Wow, wow, wow. Is that the real Prism? How you doing, Kevkest? Good to see you in chat. It is the real Prism. If you want to fight him now, this is your chance. We're just sitting in pew. Although I guess make sure your client's updated. Because I know there was, like, a patch, like, I think, like, last night or something. Maybe it was earlier in the day, I completely forgot, but I don't have the exact timings down. Triple COV gross. I mean, it could be a mutator that says like if your purity is triple of like cults, then you're gonna take 1 billion damage. In which case I would get punished for my transgression. I'm probably gonna be asking chat for deck codes anyways. If we're gonna be real with ourselves for a second, I'm still very much not at the deck building part of having skills like that. in Infinity War quite yet. I think I'm marginally better as a pilot. And even then, I haven't had as much time to, like, practice and all that stuff. How's everyone's nights or day, I guess, depending on which time zone you're in? I guess afternoon at this point. We're supposed to be skilled when we're deck building? Actually, yes. Unironically. Some people may disagree with this assessment, but putting good cards in your deck during deck building is actually like a skill. Shit, I just build bad decks and fix them later when problems arise. I mean, that's one way to get to, like, building the best decks possible. Oh, we found the match. Let's go. We're up against Kevcast. BRB. That's fair. If you want to be in chat still and, like, hide the stream, I guess that works out. Or if you, like, if you're still on stream, I kind of don't mind. It's a fun casual night. Just gonna do that. Gotta alt tab. That's fair. Oh, rip. Alright, I'm just gonna put Thunder Apprentice here and hope for the best. Wait, what's the mutator? All characters gain charge? Oh, that's not good actually for me, huh? Keep gaining additional resources past 10? This one's good for me though, wait a second. This one is definitely a Prism. This one's definitely a Prism kind of mutator. Also, I guess the now surprise stocks actually do go higher in this mutator. Although, like, kind of like not dying is like kind of bad for us, you know? Let's see. Simultaneously a short game and long game mutator, exactly. Seems like mid-range might be king then, in this format. I'm trying to figure out how to be mana efficient here, or I guess resource efficient. Yeah, we're gonna be a little bit inefficient here, but I think it's gonna be okay, maybe. Allegedly, we'll find out. What got developed here? Let me see. Defensive perimeter. That's be problematic. What's this pay 1 effect? Gains +3/+3. I should have probably considered overcharge bolting that and like just ditch my whole hand. Deal 2 to all enemy characters in the assault zone. That seems kind of not good for me. I'm just gonna... Oh, it's probably gonna be too late for this, huh? Unless I just charge bolt it. Let's see. It's gonna be 13, so I need to ditch, let's see. 4, 8... 12... and 16, I guess? Yeah, let's do that. Oh. Oh. That's not good for me. Okay, at least we got the kill on that, though. Although, bad news is that, How much do I care about? I feel like using a 4 mana removal on this seems kind of sketchy. I think Thunder Apprentice did her job if she dies here. I think this is actually gonna be okay. Yeah, okay, so we lose Thunder Apprentice here, but I think that might be fine. I could be wrong. Confront the Ether. Okay. I'm just gonna develop that now. Okay, never mind. I guess I got owned there. Deal 6 all enemy characters on the battlefield. Okay. I don't want this to get discarded, so I probably wanna maybe do this. I think this will probably be fine to do. Because we got 2 copies, right? Deal 6, deal 8. So these will technically live, I guess. And they have to spend 5 mana. I think this is generally okay, probably. Okay. I think this is generally fine. This seems like it could be problematic, though. Although she loses her stats, which kind of sucks. And their hand's kind of full, which also kind of sucks. And we're gonna lose the Lightning Blast anyways. So that's kind of a shame. I'm gonna get a resource here. Oh, I can't. I'm 1 off. Oh, that's so sad. I think I'm probably gonna be fine with getting rid of these Lightning Blasts. So I'll probably just do this, I guess. Then we'll develop Scepter of the Deep next turn. And then we'll just spam demons. Create a mechanism. What's a mechanism? Oh, I remember this card from last week, actually. We go up to 6 here. I'm gonna put this demon here because I want to mass death or whatever. Oh, I'm forced to actually do that there then. I guess I'll have Burden of Command get discarded then. Okay. Yeah, I guess this makes the most sense. Beware the Omnitron. Yeah, it seems like this is what's gonna befall me in a hot second. I'm just gonna mass death and hope for the best. Although it seems like that's like a big ask, I think. We're just spamming mass death until we get there. Yeah, it seems like Overcharge Storm might already be too small for these. Oh, look at that, mass death. Yeah, we're just gonna be spamming that. A little bit of mass death, maybe. Overcharge Storm might be also too small now at this point. We'd have to discard Oblivions, which might not be good enough. I'm just gonna do this to get out of my hand, because I don't want to mill a card, I guess. We'll lose whatever. We'll lose one demon, but I want to, like, get, like, a demon army to, like, get this going, you know? Yeah, Mass Death was kind of good top deck there, huh? I mean, if they have like an artifact thing that says I don't die to kill effects, then I would get clapped here. Fuck, my Oblivion's expensive now. That's not good. Okay. Bad news, though. They get to develop this. Let's have a way to, like, replay Candid or whatever, but my hand's too full. And, like, we're gonna get overshadowed. Okay, well I can kill that, which is nice for me. I have no, they have priority. Now I just need to use that Dark Blast you're definitely running, right? I completely forgot if Dark Blast is in this deck or not. But regardless if it is or not. Let's see. If I do Overcharge Storm and discard 4, 8, 12, 16. It's too big. These robots are too big. So I should either kill the Omnitron, I guess. I think the problem is that these low orbit cannons or whatever. I'm gonna do this so that way we get closer to being able to cast, I guess. Don't forget it has shield. Okay, what has shield? Oh, it has shield! I completely ignored that first line of text. Gains unstoppable, gains shield. Oh, that's not good. Oh, if I went for double flying there, we would have been in good shape, huh? That's a shame. Well, I kind of threw. No, we were so close to big. I should have just went for double demon. And hope we, like, get wide enough. I mean, they're at 1 HP. Maybe they got scared. Oh, we keep drawing demons, I forgot, okay. Go, my demon army. Please, my demon army. I need you. I do need to cast stuff, I guess. Here goes Candid. I'm just hoping for the best. Demons are a good shot. Well, at least it seems like I could go for a tie here. Maybe I could have had, like... There is no demon already on the board, right? Damn. I think I could have maybe got the win last turn. Yeah, I should have just went for the thing instead of mass stuff. I thought they were gonna attack. But it looks like we'll settle for a tie. GG, nice tie. Yeah. I think I got a little bit too scared, but I'll take a tie instead of a loss. Because I think I was, like, definitely throwing at the end. One HP, 0 fuck, yeah. Damn. So close. It is interesting how often ties happen in this game. You've made it? How you doing, Duel? It's good to see you in chat. Okay. I'll play again until we get a loss, and then I'll ask chat for a deck they think is cool. I think any deck that's like remotely slow. You get a stamp for winning versus you, yeah? I think you get a stamp just for winning in general. But how you doing, Game PD? Also good to see you in chat. Muting? Oh, you're in? Okay. Cool. Let's fight. Can I thought you could play this without a card in the graveyard. Is that just not the case? What a shame for me, I guess. I got clapped. Okay. This can be a 1-5 at most soon. Okay. No discard early on. Hopefully she lives. You can with Gatter, though? Okay. Oh, this is the new card that came out last month. I think it's got buffed, yeah. Maybe I should try and kill it. Kill this artifact with Annihilate. I'm going to try and kill this. Although I also like need to start dealing damage as well. I'll go like this and just get as much damage in as possible. We'll develop her later. I think because we had priority, that effect didn't get to go off, right? Because this seems like it was like paying 2 and then paying 1 or whatever. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try and kill it as much as I can. Jewel is massively broken at the moment, so rip Gamepedia. Oh, like broken as in it doesn't function properly? Damn, that's a shame. Not a shame for me, though. I'm going to just try and... I'll be a little bit mana inefficient. But... I do want to sling cards as much as I can. Oh, I'm gonna be a little bit off. Okay, so there's a bit of card drop, but... Unstoppable? That's not untouchable. Okay. Yeah, we're just 2 damage off, unfortunately. It seems like we're steadily racing. They're a little bit out of the race right now, but we are slowly getting there. See if we can keep getting mana efficient while casting cards. I was considering pulling her back, and it would have been like such a sick read. That's also a very funny death ray. Bro, rest in peace, my lightning generator. Dang, I kind of wish I brought her back though, but it's okay. It's perfectly fine. I'm gonna use Annihilate on this probably. I just want to keep on being as mana efficient as I can. I could also get rid of this card. But it seems like they're always playing cards from hand, so I'm just gonna try and keep doing this, I guess. It seems pretty fair for now. Dang, death rate again. We are we are out of 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Okay. I want to develop Candid. I guess, but she can't be killed by Deadly, right? Uno reversing the jewel. It murders your hand size limit? Aw, damn. That is incredible. Well, not incredible for Gamepedia, obviously. So, the pretty much like invincibility text, right? Or like non-invincibility to like non-damage effects, like that protects us from Deadly, right? I'm just gonna swing and hope for the best. Wait, okay. No, I actually want it. Actually, no, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Because I was gonna be losing it anyways. Wait, what? How did that input even happen? I want that critter obliterated. Always shot your own candidate. I'm sure she would have taken that. Well, yeah. I didn't know how that input even happened. That's very weird. Okay, so we have Oblivion active now. You know what? We've had it too good for too long. I'm casting... Welcome back, Oblivion. Casting Mass Death. That's my go-to play. When in doubt, just cast Mass Death. Like a slight downside right now is that our hand's a little bit too reactive, and there's no play to be reactive against. Should we tease the new cards on stream, Prism? Do we have that authority? I'd be down to if Elfie gives the go-ahead. I don't want to, like, accidentally, like, spoil too far in advance and be like, whoopsie daisy. I just got this job. I don't even want to lose it. this quickly, that'd be terrible. But, I could technically overcharge Storm like a little bit if I want to. Yeah, I'm just gonna increase the size of this, I guess. I know that play looks weird. Oh. That was almost unfortunate. Yeah, this is 12, right? Yeah, because this is 4, 8, 12. You should be all good to talk about them a bit. Okay. I don't know if he's around right now, but like pre-orders are open. People should know what they're getting. Okay. You know what? I'd be down. If you want to hop in call, let's do it. I love teasing cards. Oh, look at that safety right there. This is like math stuff. Let's go! I think I won. GG's Gamepedia. Yeah, good thing I saved that don't attack my fortress. That's pretty good. Okay, I'd be down to play like, do you want to do like what, like 1 or 2 more games? Game of a single centimeter? Yeah. That was like the craziest like, don't attack my fortress. And like, good thing I went for that resource play too. Cause I was like, what? I had to like burn so many spells inefficiently and then also increase my resource. And then I was able to just barely cast Oblivion. That was so close. Someone needs to say it, and damn it, I'll say it. Can we take a minute to appreciate Prism's commitment? He went ahead and made sure to get a background behind him to reference Peaceful Garden, right? Oh god. I'm not aware of all the lore. Let me see. Let me see. Peaceful Guardian. Where is it? Deck builder. Peaceful. I was counting your grave for the Oblivion. Charge is actually so rough. Yeah. Yeah, we'll say there's a Peaceful Garden mentioned right here. I remember someone playing this last week in the last meteor. That was like pretty fun to watch. You can't dodge mass stuff, yeah. I was very fortuitous with how the game played out for sure. Okay. But let me see. Here, I will have this document up on my Google Chrome. Okay. Have it open. Oh, we also have a patch change as well. In addition to the cards to get excited for. Ben, is your schedule strict right now? Because if it is, we could do the card teasers first, but if it's not, I'm down to like queue up for a couple more games on the Mutator match. Oh, you're liking the music? Yeah, I have the Grand Poo World 2 soundtrack on, and I guess with like Doom earlier on. Or I guess Doom now. You invite me to hop on, but don't see in the voice channel yet? Okay. Here, I'll hop on the voice channel right now. Here, let me see. Let me get into stream team. Or a stream team. Am I blind? I think I might be blind. Stream team VC. Okay.
Oh,
hello. Here, let me turn off the music real quick. Okay. And now that I have the music off, I will now get this portion. Just blinding myself real quick. Window capture. Yada yada yada. Card teasers. Okay. Cool. Not leaking any personal information by accident. You love to see it. Okay. So I have the changes active on stream right now. We have a patch for a card happening, and also the first card that we're gonna be showing off to.
Yeah. Can we zoom in a little bit?
Let me see.
It's a little small for me.
Oh, I can. Okay, here, I'll do this. Voila, I scrolled in the whole tab. Is that much better? Coilspiracy theorist, yeah. It's like conspiracy theorist,
Yeah, that looks good.
coil form.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it took a bit to see what you were doing on stream delay.
Oh yeah. No, that's fair. It's like
yeah.
like a couple seconds or so behind.
Yeah. All right, and so the first thing to disclaim is this is all like work in progress art.
Yeah.
The art is getting finished up this week, so these are
It's
just
still
the like
fantastic,
color
though.
skills
Good
that we're going to show in the
progress.
blog post. Yeah, it is great stuff. I've seen some of the animations for them, and they're incredible, but I couldn't figure out how to embed that into a Google Doc. I don't know if you can.
I think it'd be
Yeah,
possible
so
if you like made it like a GIF file, and then like after doing that, then like insertion through there. But it's a still image is also fine for the general public.
yeah. So the insane reliquary work is just at the top because that's just where I kept it while putting it in the patch notes.
That's fair.
Because we had to kick that one out because I didn't finish the implementation in time, and it's probably for the best because it's still very broken. So we might never see the old reliquary like working in game publicly, because this change is going to change its viability, I think, a lot. I have a deck that I'm just really excited to drop it into. So it changes to triggering on remove for both abilities, not just the second one like before.
Right.
So it works with overcharge deck. So I have an overcharge deck with um, Genesis and Exiles for this one, which is a real blast. I love this one.
Okay.
Um, and
So you
yes,
need
that's right.
one relic in play for the second effect to go off, right? It
Yeah, so
seems
it's
like
no longer a super free trigger. You have to play it first, which allows us to make that trigger way more powerful, basically. Um, in addition, instead of a random card in your deck, it's now the top character in your deck for both sides of the ability, which will improve its consistency and value a lot. As much as we love the Exile's randomness, this is already pretty random.
I guess Coil Spirit Pragmatic didn't make the cut. It's pretty funny.
There's a certain kind of pragmatism associated with the Exiles, but it's probably not what we would call that. Okay, so yeah, the Insane Reliquary patch is coming in. That's just one thing I wanted to throw out here just because I think it's cool. I think it's a really cool card, and it just wasn't there power level wise. So yeah, let's talk about Conspiracy Theorist.
Yeah,
This
honestly,
one
this is my favorite card that we designed together.
Yeah, it was the first one. It was like day one. We sat down and like did the design,
Yeah.
opened up the design doc, and we're like, okay, what do they want?
Yeah, let me see. Is it showing up on stream properly? Oh, my camera's kind of covering it. Here, I'll move my camera for the sake of this right now. Bam.
Oh,
Voila.
Tiprex has a good question about Reliquary. Does it mean that people will tell the top character is? No. So similar to Thea Wolfborn, the animation doesn't show the card that's getting buffed. It just shows a thing happening with Thea. So it's going to be similar with the Insane Reliquary. You'll know when you draw it, and your opponent will know when you play it.
That seems pretty sensible, and also a good question just to clarify and make sure. But yeah, okay. So Coilspiracy Theorist, it's one Genesis Industries and one Exiles for Purity, and it has 3 cost, 3 moral, 9/3 stats. It uses the same piercing terminology. Like, it's not technically keyworded into the game quite yet, but it's been a
Oh, it is.
mechanic
It
that
is. It is
players.
Prism.
Oh, it is now? Let me see.
Yeah, yeah.
Profane.
I put it in. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And this
Okay,
is
so
why, of course. Yeah.
we got it sooner than expected. Okay, cool. So yeah, now it's officially keyworded. Like, the text was there and the effect was there, but now it's like unified, much less text, like more space design wise, like write more things in, etc., etc. And this is where the fun effect for Coilspiracy Theorist like makes the card come alive. When Coilspiracy Theorist enters the deployed area or deals combat damage to the enemy fortress, you get to shuffle a Madness, a Misinformation, and a Coilspiracy Theorist into your opponent's deck. Oh. We're even
Yeah, hold
getting
on, hold
a,
on.
a little extra addition right now.
It's when you deploy. It doesn't work with flickers for power level reasons.
Okay. Theorist seems fun. Yeah, I feel like this card has like high potential to either feel like it can be like as soon as possible it's gonna be so annoying, or it's gonna be like taking a while for it to ramp up. Because I think having like the deploy and the deal combat damage like makes it like multiply really fast and like how much it could disrupt the game.
Yeah, we really want to seed like the beginnings of more kind of madness and misinformation archetypes. And this is really kind of the beginning of that. It's hard to make a whole archetype with mini sets, but it's an idea on the back of our minds. It's something like you have to be a little careful about because it can be so toxic. And I've seen, many other card games have like this kind of top decker draw interference and go really badly. But this game has the trading post, and that kind of makes it not a problem.
Yeah. Plus, also, like, if your hand does get too full of junk, you can always, like, shift it over to the left and have it, like, take the like, the brunt of the, like, the fodder and whatnot. But one
Yeah,
thing that
exactly.
also does, like, help Coilspiracy theorists, like, change the flow of the game is also the fact that your opponent can get it as well. Because if they get their own theorists, then you have to worry about your own deck, like, being plagued with misinformation and the like.
Yeah. The hope we had in design was that the person who has it in their deck is running buff cards to keep it alive, and the opponent hopefully isn't, right? And so there's still an advantage for you to have it than your opponent, or at least hopefully it's slightly worse than the average card in their deck, right? That's the goal. But it shows the conspiracy spreading, which is a really fun flavor thing we wanted to do.
Yeah. And is there any other questions chat may have about this? Or should I scroll down to the next card that we have?
Kevkus mentions that madness shouldn't be called trash, and under certain circumstances that can be true. Madness retains a pretty unique role in terms of the fastest way to discard cards and therefore trigger discard synergy.
Right.
And I
That
think
does
that's
remind
that's
me of
good
the
for madness.
time when I faced off against Coil, and then I had like the 8 mana creature that said like, oh, when you discard your hand or whatever, like you get to revive the whole thing. So I almost like was able to like use the madness he gave me and then just revive my whole hand like pretty quickly. It's pretty funny. But I killed him one turn too soon, so the dream wasn't there. How many of these are you gonna reveal today? We're gonna reveal the whole thing, it seems like. Yeah?
It seems like
Any
a good idea.
projection? Yeah.
I think we want to post these at some point soon so that people know what they're buying in the pre-order. That's the thing that I think is a big deal. On stream, there's not a big reason to hold them back, I think. Um,
Yeah. Okay, well, with all that out of the way, it seems like we are gonna go to the next card, yeah?
yeah, let's do it.
Okay. The slow roll. No, I'm kidding, I'll get there a little bit faster. We got Captain Andrews, the Survivor. Factionless, 5/10, 4 cost, 7 morale. human unique, and also here I'll get to the chart later. I don't want to show off the whole chart and have like the math behind like the balance and whatnot. We can talk about that later. But anyways, Soldier of Fortune.
Yeah, sorry, the chart's a little less sexy than the rest of the document. I just
Honestly,
kind of
some people
kind of
get
left it
off
there.
on numbers and charts. But yeah, so Soldier of Fortune's deployed in the same zone as Captain Andrews, get a +1/+1 aura bonus boost. And then whenever you deploy Captain Andrews, all your remaining resources are spent. So that way you get to create that many 4/4 Soldiers of Fortune, divided between the front of the assault and defense zone. And you start off with the assault. So that's kind of like an interesting like way how you can like potentially like fix your mana curve in a sense. I keep saying mana, resource curve in a sense. And it also like gets to push like factionless strategies, and it also gets to push Soldiers of Fortune. Because I think in the current game, let me actually look through the collection real quick. Soldiers of Fortunes are like, they don't have too much synergy with other cards, right? Like just name
No,
synergy.
none. This is the first one.
Yeah.
They're just one
One
cost
cost
four
four
fours,
fours.
no
Yeah.
ability, two morale. Yeah. Um, Duelist says that's potentially good and a lot of morale. It could be a lot of morale, yeah. But this card is
1 mana 4/4 0 synergy. Yeah.
the thing to know about this card. The thing experienced players will be figuring out here is that it is unprecedented amounts of stat to give to a neutral card, to give to a factionless card. Um, I'm a little worried it might be too good, but I think it's the kind of thing that we would like to have be at least pretty good. So that's kind of where I'm targeting it. Um, and that's kind of where the chart comes in, is like
Yeah, here I'll
looking
scroll
just
down
looking
to
at
the
the like
chat right
stat to
now.
cost ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now you get to see,
Um,
like, hey, like, when you do something at, like, a certain turn breakpoint, what can you feasibly expect? And I think being able to have this many dudes in one card can present a threat in its own right. Because sometimes in card games, you want to think about, like, stuff like tempo, you want to think about stuff like value and, like, how much you're trading. But whenever you're trying like to make like a proactive threat, usually a proactive threat's more like just a single person. But having like a whole can of people in one card is like a clown car almost.
right. It's what allows the total stat value here to be so jacked because you can kill it part at a time, right?
Yeah.
Um, because otherwise this would be nuts, right? As a single character card. I really wish we could play with this card in today's modifier match because it would be nuts with more than 10 resources.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Uh,
Like if the game goes
it's
lanes up
designed
and you
so that
top deck him, you're like, bam.
yeah, the efficiency ratio is designed so that it goes up like the more mana you put into it. Um, or sorry, you got me saying mana too.
Yeah.
Good job. Um,
I've
like I don't think no one wants to be playing this for 4, right? But at like 6 and 7, it starts to look like a good option, and it only gets better from there.
I've spread my coil theory to make people say mana instead of resources.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, I'm kind of tempted to be like, hey, we should like get in a match, and I should like cheat one in with the debug tools, but it would desync the game because I made some fixes locally that aren't deployed right now. Um, so you'll just have to see it next week.
Yeah.
Um, and you'll just have
Next
to
week
use
should be
traditional ramp cards to get over 10.
next week should be Coil hosting the Sanctuary Social, I recall correctly. Because I think I talked with him
Oh
about
yeah?
it just a little bit.
Okay, that should be
But
cool.
but now people will get to
Yeah.
see it in action then.
Yep. Yeah, I sent him a message by the way. He's offline, it looks like,
Okay. Any
but
other
I just let him know
questions
we're
people in
showing off.
chat may have about Captain Andrews, or shall we go on to the next card?
Yeah. Oh, I should mention that most of the cards for this one are Kickstarter backers cards. So we have quite a backlog of Kickstarter backers that we owe cards to. And we wanted to make them both exciting and special to like develop the game forwards and get people excited about the promo sets. And also to make them happy, right, with their investment in the game, which is something that we really appreciate, right? Because that kind of support is why Prism and I get to be here making this game better.
Woohoo!
Um, At least
Even like giving,
we like
yeah,
to think it's
yeah,
gonna be better. You can be the judge on it.
yeah. Um, One
And this
question I
guy's
have:
swinging in for
do we
10, you
still
know.
have the lore of an upcoming card tied to Captain Andrews, or not Captain Andrews, but like Soldiers of Fortune? So I remember writing a little bit of potential lore stuff, and I guess I'll find out in a hot second as I scroll down right now. Wait, why is the scroll not working? Okay, now we're getting there.
Oh yeah, I think we took it out of the lore. The lore blurbs aren't finished for final yet,
Okay,
but
that's fair.
yeah. But I
Anyways,
was taking it out of the next one.
okay,
All right, is it time to get a little snowy?
yeah, we got Jackal
It sure
Snow,
is.
or as I affectionately call Jackal Frost. Okay, so yeah, so
See,
another
I keep
factionless.
seeing corrections I have to make in all of them. This one's Homebound Hunter. We renamed it.
That's fair.
All right, all right.
But yeah, so we got
All
Jackal
right.
Snow Homebound Hunter, another factionless character who's also unique, and they are 7/14, 5 cost, 9 morale. They have Deadly, and whenever you deploy Jackal Snow, your other factionless characters get +2/+0, and then pay 3 exhaust. You get to create a 6/8 hunter of your choice. So any hunter too, yeah. Oh, why'd you show off my password, Ben? Come on.
So hunters, the hunters are here. We've got a hunter lord. Um,
Yeah, for anyone who was keen on the patch notes and saw the, I think their name was Spec Op originally. They got
yep, that's
their
right.
name changed to Drone Hunter. So now anyone who is paying attention like gets to see like, ooh, like you got a little uniform and whatnot, and now you get to deploy your own hunter army. Um, but yeah, I
Yeah,
think
so Jackal is also a mercenary like Captain Andrews, the other factionless hero in this set. And yeah, it's such love for factionless. I totally agree, Duelist. It turns out people love factionless characters for the cards they want to make for themselves. Um, it is not, I'm not expecting to continue making factionless characters at this rate, but I thought it would be fun to, in the immediate future, have more viable factionless decks for casual play. Um, and so these two characters are both uniquely powerful in their own right. Like this one right here, Deadly. Deadly has not been on any factionless card to this point. Um, and that's my favorite part about this card. It's exciting, it's new, and it represents the hunter ability, right? This guy is the hunter of everything. Um, and so it gives you a powerful reason to put it in your command zone and pay that heavy cost. Um, and it even benefits Captain Andrews, right? Because the aura on this guy, um, giving all the soldiers of fortune a bonus.
next major set factions are lame, only factionless cards. Yeah, slowly we're going to be in this Infinity War that we find ourselves in. No one wants to swear allegiance to any faction. It's only to themselves and Jackal Snow.
I mean, you joke, but the Voidborn are coming. This is established in the story at this point
Only
with
reason
Medi.
Blue Leaf wasn't factionless was because I care about balance. Let me see Blue Leaf.
Oh
Blue
yeah,
Leaf
Blue
the
Leaf is
Scrolls Keeper.
Gamepedia's card.
Oh, that's a pretty cool effect.
Yeah, Total Recall, great stuff. It's like infinite value, right?
Yeah.
If you can stick it in the late game,
If you could
draw infinite cards. Yeah,
survive till turn 10.
yep, that's what they all say. Um, Yeah, but we're very excited to give the hunters more love. The fact that you can choose which of the hunters you want means that this card is an interesting hoser towards a bunch of strategies suddenly. Um, at least if those strategies include
Yeah.
humans, which are pretty common, demons,
Let's say you
artificials,
run into
or
exiles and
zombies,
stuff.
right? Undead. Yeah,
You just gotta get that demon hunter.
yeah. I mean, is he going to like? Is the ability going to make the difference in trading with stuff? I don't know. Good question. Um, the hunters are, notoriously non-viable cards, even in Rift Run, right, where they would otherwise be curve filler. And instead of directly buffing them at this moment, although it's something that we're still talking about, we wanted to give them some love by letting you pick, right? That's the biggest thing, is that you don't have to choose before you build your deck.
It is
Um,
interesting though, because if we do decide to buff the hunters in the future, it does also elevate the power level of Jackal Snow himself as well.
yep, yeah, it's something we'll have to consider carefully. And that's something I talked about with the the backer whose card this is. Um, yeah,
Anyways,
Kefkas, it's very work in progress. We're
but this is what the
um,
teaser's for.
yeah,
That's why we're just teasing for now.
yeah. This is one of the latest art pieces that came in. It does have a sick animation, but it's not all finished and colored in with that yet, especially with the character in the foreground here.
Yeah, you'll get to
Um,
be excited for the animation like once the official post goes up and the patch, and you get to play it for yourself.
as well, you should be. Yeah, yeah. Oh, another note, design-wise, Captain Andrews and Jackal Snow, because they're factionless uniques, I wanted to have a special reason to put them in the command zone in particular. The big one for Captain Andrews is the aura effect, because that means that you can give the +1/+1 effect to your Soldiers of Fortune with effectively charge or vigilance if you're throwing it out from command zone, whereas otherwise you'd have to wait a turn. Um, and then for Jackal, there's two reasons. One of them is that Deadly from Command Zone is really good, and the other one is the activated ability, of course, which you can start activating on turn 3 if it's in your command.
Right.
Yeah, normally I'm not excited about making like a huge number of commanders that make tokens repeatedly, um, but I feel like the 3 cost on this one really keeps it in check.
Yeah, especially since you still need to like spend the mana to develop the hunter still. Like every reactive tool, it feels like in this game also kind of like comes with an extra tax of like, okay, like if I want to directly respond to an enemy, you have to like know what enemy's coming and then like, all right, gotta wait for them to get deployed and all that stuff. But I think Jackal Stow can definitely be like a pretty big boon for any people trying to make their triple factionless deck work out.
Yeah, that was like goal number 1 in my mind. Um,
Yeah. You've changed your mind with other previews after seeing their animation in the past when they were shared, so I'm willing to keep my mind open art wise. Yeah. Everyone's allowed their opinion anyways, even if it turns out you don't like the artwork once it gets fully revealed. Disagreements are allowed. But anyways, on to the next card unless there's any
Yeah.
other.
And it's no secret that like the art production today is under very much tighter constraints than when the game launched, for example. Um, so we understand.
Yeah. But anyways, on to the next card. We got Corvain the Crawling Grot. We
4 out of
got
5.
one another unique character. They're one Sleepers of Avarok for their purity, 2 cost, 1 morale, 4/2, and whenever an enemy character kills Corvain, that character becomes poisoned, taking 4 damage at the end of the turn. And then at the end of the turn, if you dealt 6 or more damage to the enemy fortress, in a single turn, Corvain will raise from your graveyard. So,
Yep. So this guy's a wacky twist on the Sleepers of Avarak formula, with Risen being the iconic 2 drop. That's also 1 morale. We've got a weaker character, one you can't have multiples of normally, um, and that raises under a different condition, right, instead of time. And I really like this one because it reduces the amount of information you have to track over multiple turns, and it gives you a quest you have to do basically, that I think is interesting. In exchange, it gets to be significantly more dangerous in combat. Not as dangerous to the enemy fortress, right? But the design for this was a value character that will gradually whittle down the enemy forces, um, but in a way that has hopefully interesting counterplay on both offense and defense, right? The ability to potentially resurrect this card every turn is pretty nuts, right? You can see how quickly that'll take down um, your opponent's forces.
I'm glad to hear you
And
approve
oh
of the amounts of poison duelist.
yeah, Game APDS point's a good one. It's only unique for like a turn. Yeah, if it dies, you just play another one, and then the first one resurrects, and now you have 2 of them. Um, I don't know. Um, it's unique more because of the story about it, but it you know does some things sometimes. Yeah, unique is a little weird in this game. It makes it a nicer It could potentially even be a pick for command. I don't know. It's a good sacrifice target if you have the ability to damage the enemy fortress with something like flyers. Um,
It also does get like the clock going like pretty quickly if you're trying to be as aggressive as possible. Because you just like bam, 2 damage right away. And then if your opponent does manage to kill it, now you can like keep them on the back foot almost. Because whatever does kill the core vein, then will eventually die. And then whatever you develop will helpfully be able to bring back the core vein. Looking like Sleepers with Buried Below has 9 Risen effects now. Cool. Buried Below is the
yeah,
1 mana, like, ditch your top 5 cards, right? Let me double check. Trying to see if I like remember off the top of my head. Yeah, 1 mana, ditch the top 2 cards, excuse me, instead of top 5. Unique
oh
Zombie.
yeah, that's the one that makes the risen, right? Um, and yeah, connecting with risen to the face is exactly enough to raise this. So,
Yeah,
so
this
this
zombie has
character
more
is
personality than others.
yeah, this character is very powerful. This is something we're aware of, and um, we're excited to see it in action. Excited to see it tested. Um, and yeah, kind of wanted to throw sleepers a bone here, basically. It does have a lot of knobs for balancing if we do need to patch this. It'd be easy to
Yeah,
increase the threshold of damage,
change the
reduce the
stats if need
poison,
be.
reduce the stats. Yeah, exactly. Um, but yeah, we wanted to come out of the gate swinging with something that we're confident, won't be totally, utterly, obviously broken, right? But something that'll still be exciting. So,
Yeah. I think out of all the
so I
cards
say
that
I say all those things to say we're not planning to nerf it right out the gate. This isn't a try it now before it gets nerfed sort of thing. But I'm just saying we do have the option if it comes to it.
yeah. I think out of all the cards that we revealed so far, I'm very excited to play with the Coil Conspiracy Theorist and the Corvain. Especially if we like get more like an aggressive list going with the Corvain, because like I need to practice aggro more in this game. Anyways, let's scroll down now. And we are at the last one, an artifact. We got Rid of Resurgence. This one's for Order of Solace fans, as it's 2 purity for that. 3 cost, and you gotta pay 2 and sacrifice it. So you remove all creatures that you control on the battlefield, and you return them to play at the end of the next turn with +2/+2 and lifelink 1. And the interesting thing to know about this is that the activation is preemptive, so the timing is different than what you usually expect from similar abilities.
Yeah,
Next is the
preemptive
one
is
that
something that
normally appealed to me.
frequently yeah, preemptive is something that frequently comes up on these sort of protective blink abilities, right? Usually you see those more in Genesis, right? Um, but oh, did we change this to 1 purity? Hold on, let me check real quick. We
Rid
might
of
have.
Dog.
That definitely changes how this gets played.
Rid
But
of
yeah, so
Purge.
this has a few unique things over other mass flicker effects, right? One of those is the fact that it's an artifact and you can prepay for it, um, only having to pay the activation costs later. And yeah, it is 1 purity. So I made a mistake on 4 out of 5 of these transcriptions here
It's
because of not
okay. We're
updating
allowed to make
it.
mistakes. Mistakes are improvements for the future.
Yeah, Gamepedia, it is
1
insane.
purity would be insane. Well, guess what? We're delving into insanity with this one. This is rid of insanity
Yeah.
now.
Okay, the key thing that keeps this in check to me is the delay, right? It waits a whole extra turn, leaving you vulnerable. Um,
Does this actually work with Purge? Good question. 1 purity scares you. Let's see. Purge the Unworthy. When a card in play is removed, Purge the Unworthy becomes 17% more complete. When Unworthy is 100% complete. For the rest of the game, when an enemy character enters the deployed area, they become exhausted for 2 turns. Maybe take a little nap, maybe, you know? It seems like it should work with Purge the Unworthy. We're slowly
right,
pushing
it's
mission
like a
propaganda.
No, we're not. It just happens to work with Purge. Like Yeah,
We were
Purge was one of the
told
big
to
balance
make
considerations
missions.
for this card. Um, or the original effect of this was so incredibly broken with Purge that we had to run it all the way back and redesign it from basically the ground up. Um,
Yeah, I think the design story for Rit and Coilspiracy Theorist and how we like landed on each iteration of it, it will definitely be my favorites that I won't forget.
yeah, it's been a good time.
Because it also came down to like it came down to like what's his face, like how do we make this differentiate itself from like other cards with like similar like mass flickers, and like how we like both like brought different ideas to the table is like always pretty fun, something I'll
Yeah,
always
yeah,
cherish.
yeah. Like from Temporal Mass Reality Shift, whatever that card's called, and
Yeah,
from Jinhai Dojo, and from Guns of Goliath, like Tipperax mentioned. Those are all effects that are kind of playing in this space, right? And so we wanted to make sure it plays differently from each of those, just for the sake of variety. Um,
yeah. As someone that was witness to the Rit balance talk, it was an event.
it sure was. Yeah, this one's had not a lot of testing so far, but and the art for this one's also the most work in progress, I should mention. There's going to be significant changes to this one, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's the 5 cards for this mini set.
I remember
Um,
trying a lore entry for this card and I was struggling a little bit. And I saw the artwork and I'm like, everything I just wrote has been made worthless.
well,
Which
and
is
then we're
pretty
changing
funny.
it again, right? So,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
I'm down to keep reworking my lore entries if need be. Let me remove the zoom now. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the gameplay, or not the gameplay, the teaser reveals. If you have any questions about like specific cards, good to ask them now while Ben is here with the preview tab open. Here, let
yep.
me.
And oh, I haven't tested the pre-order in the game, but I should be live and able to be bought right now if you're not a patron already. I'm actually not on either right now. I should probably at least try it.
Oh, I thought I removed myself for a second. I was like, how is that possible?
Yeah. Oh, but I guess that's my funny way of saying, oh, pre-order's live. You can pre-order these now. They'll be in the game next week, barring any major catastrophes. I've already got like a ton of bug fixes for this patch that'll be coming in soon.
Nice teasers. I'm glad you enjoyed Kevcast. Anyways, I'm going to go back into playing more mutator matches. Let's see. So if you want to challenge now, now's your time.
I think I'm gonna hop off for now.
That's fair. Thanks for helping out with the card teasers and reveals. It was pretty fun, like being able to show off like the fruits of our labor of what we made it and whatnot.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'm excited as well. It's been great to work with you.
Likewise, always a pleasure here. We got Sai. There's a name I'm not familiar with, but clearly I should be because they're also like high level as well. Let's see, they have Infectious Zombie, which is already too big for Thunder Apprentice, unfortunately. Let's see. How do I... Because I'm just gonna end my turn here. I don't really have much of a choice anyways. Yeah, both these already are too high. I feel like they would probably go on the offense before they go on defense, right? So we'll just take a risk here. I could consider putting it in support zone, just so we know like where they're gonna start off with, but I'm just gonna hope for the best here. Unfortunate. Sai is a player I rarely see, but I think they're consistent. That makes sense. Oh! My Thunder Apprentice. I've lost her. Yeah, I should have been more on the defensive side. I feel like being just blindly hoping for the best wasn't the greatest idea, you know? I'm going to go for an Overcharge Bolts. And we're gonna hope for the best here. We're gonna be very behind for like a while. As bold move for sure. Yeah. I think I definitely should have went with the support play like I said I would. I like always enjoy blindly going into Assault Zone Unga Bunga. But when I see like the opponent has like two things that could trade into Thunder Apprentice like in a value oriented sense, I should have just played it more slowly. Let's see. I'm going to do this. And then unfortunately kill my own Thunder Apprentice. I'm so sad to kill her. My own card I've used for a fair while now at this point. Oh, Chain Lightning the best Abomination would have been kind of good though. Yeah, we may be doomed right now. A 2-mana card would be kind of good, because then we get to play... Okay, honestly speaking... We're gonna lose Veror Death Worshipper, unfortunately, but... Oh god, that's a lot. Especially since I just used my Chain Lightning, huh? Okay, at least I get to draw a card, which is kind of nice. So we draw 2 cards now. Lightning Blast. Okay. That's almost like a Chain Lightning. Except only 1. Okay. You get to get rid of at least 3 of them. And we are racing towards Oblivion, which is kind of nice. Okay. I managed to get all of them, which is... Or not. I guess I whiffed on one of my Touch of Oblivions. I'm just gonna develop the Scepter here. Because it's gonna be the slowest thing to get active. And then after that we can just start catching up. Like, we'll lose a lot of tempo here. Oh god. That's a lot of dudes in one turn. Speaking of Captain Andrews, this is like... Zombie Andrews. Okay. Slowly but surely we're gonna catch up. Let's see. You know what? I want to draw more cards, I guess. I forgot. Does this... I could do this and it copies, right? I hope it does. Don't play it? Okay, it doesn't... It doesn't work like that. That's fair. It's okay. I needed to empty my hand anyways. I didn't want to to get exhausted, for sure. Okay, that's kind of worthless for me, unfortunately. Let's see, they can play... I'm gonna try and just get that out of the hand now. Okay, unfortunate. You know what? I'm gonna go for it again. I don't want to remove my Candid. Remove supersedes the cannot be killed from damage sources, right? You tried? Ah, it's okay. Shame Delay, like, didn't catch up in time, but it's fine. I needed to get this in the graveyard so I could, like, draw cards and also be able to, you know, like, turbocharge Oblivion. Because we are very far away from being able to do that. Speaking of which... Oh! If only we got you a little bit earlier. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna just keep Candid here. Take control of target art. No, my scepter! That's not good. That's not good. Well, I guess I can annihilate my scepter, I guess. Owned? Yeah, I definitely got owned a little bit. Okay, at least I can play annihilate plus mass death. So we get to own them back, which is kind of nice. Although, like, I'm like losing a whole scepter, which kind of sucks. Just a little bit, you know? Slowly but surely, Oblivion will be good. What's... Oh, it's just more... what was it? Like 4 4s and 6 6s? Bam! And they lost their demon they got. Okay. Oblivion's getting close, at least. We're like 1 turn away. The problem is if I do Calamity, we're still like a little whiles away. Maybe I just go for like a raw draw here. We played the Now Surprise. Oblivion's down to 14 now. And if I draw a card... Oh, welcome. I'm always the mana breakpoint after using my trade post too short for a card that'd be kind of good, you know? I'm just gonna keep on trying to survive as long as I can. Okay. Not too much damage, which is kind of nice. So 3 Cults of Rewardless tend to run Grave Rob in the main to deal with graveyard stuff, like Infested Abomination. Also doesn't hurt your Oblivion count. That's good to know. Yeah, this list I like Control F like Platform Disciple in what's his face? I Control F Platform Disciple in I forgot when I did it, but I'm gonna draw. Okay. Slowly but surely. So I need to cast this now. I'm not gonna overcharge it, I suppose. Okay. But yeah, I took a list from like Platform Disciple a while ago. I didn't like look at the whole context. I was just like, let me just take one of his lists and like see if there's like any like triple cults or something. And it turns out there was. That was pretty nice. These will be exhausted still, but I think I might want to just play this anyways. Because this also gets rid of these location artifacts. In comes the Oblivion, just in time for the zombie horde, yeah. We got pretty fortuitous with how the pacing of this game is went. Yeah, Candid will die, but you know what? I think that's okay. And you know what? I'm gonna cast Oblivion again. In case there's anything I need to worry about. I'm not gonna play a demon though, because it's gonna die instantly. Get rid of this wall of dead. 4 combat damage dealt to your fortress. The wall is obliterated. So this was the first life used. And you know what? We're gonna use another one. Because there's more where that came from. Welcome back, candidates. Damn, just tabbed back into the graveyard, yeah. Aww. Well, I guess we get to... Oh, we don't keep them protected. Why did I take 7? Am I crazy? I might be blind. Oh, maybe I should actually have one of these defend. That might be a good idea. Yeah, it's a very tall graveyard. That is kind of funny. I've never seen a graveyard get this tall. Draw a card. Infest the Abomination in the graveyard, if I had to guess. Oh, Wall of Dead's still there. Oh god. Okay. Unfortunately, this is just worthless to us. I need to try and draw it into what's-his-face again. Wall might have been the Abomination, maybe? Is there a way to see their move pile? Seems like there wasn't an Abomination. Double rip A-bomb. Sadly, no. Okay. Well, let's see. I swear, there's other cards in my deck that aren't Confront the Aether. There we go. Is there a card I want to hit in their graveyard? From my graveyard anyways. Okay, you know what? I want Oblivion. There's trying to see of a Sump Monument, actually. Gotta get a Siphon Structure, I'm sure. Yeah, we'll find something useful. Oh, wait a second, I'm stupid. I could have just been doing that the whole time. I'm so silly. I like had like lethal in my hand for like a while, but it's cool. We got there. Woohoo! Yeah, surprisingly, things going okay. I'm down to queue up again. Someone's gonna get me, and then I'll cry live on air. But until then... Oh, it's Tippo. Okay, I might need to ask the community for, like, a more updated, competitive triple cult later. But for now, I am a-okay with everything. It's another card. need to find my chain lightning, I think, for this, potentially. Oh god. That's a lot of cards to be added to the hand for free. Okay. Damn, we're one turn late. I've learned my lesson, by the way. Oh, ah! I got read like a book. I always find it interesting whether people default my name to Tip or Tippo. Good point. Okay, at least I can play this now. Okay, I have to figure out how to get around this, though. If this is gonna come down, I'm gonna cry. So these are all 2 mana, so I can imagine... This could maybe save like 5, 10 life, maybe? And then I get to do this, and then figure out what to do from there. Oh god. Never mind. I lied. This won't stop the attack. Oh! I thought that only worked from hand. I guess it's playing on the battlefield. I guess that makes sense. Okay, anyways. Just gonna hope for the best here. Okay, we're behind the race, but I think we can slowly catch up. That can be replayed. Go for this though. No, I don't want that. This seems like it could be problematic for us. At some point, you're gonna be annihilate that commander? Yeah. I don't disagree with you. Maybe I should just get there though now. I mean, like, do I need to? It's been an unfortunately slow opener for me. That's fair. It seems like it's been on pace, but I'm still not 100% familiar with everything quite yet. Like, I want to develop this, but at the same time, it's probably best to get responsible. But if I, like, do this, I could, like, do 2 of that next turn. Okay, I'll do that. I think that's probably like the rough order of like how much I wanna. Well, that's a lot of damage, huh? Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of the Secrets of Roar, huh? Where is my mass death? Yeah, that's a lot to lose, huh? Oh, Oblivion's kind of nice though. I should have considered removing this card though, as you said. Yeah, unfortunately I got removed so that way Oblivion's cost does go up. Let's see, how do I get around this? Oh god, this is too big. It's too much! So kill Quail while you can. I don't even think I have enough damage to kill it. Actually, I could have had enough damage to kill it now I think about it. I could have done like 2 lightning blasts. Here, I'll make up for it now. Voila. Go back. Goodbye, my beloved. Never punished. Yeah, we're fine. As I said, I am the Mass Death Oblivion Master. I'll slowly but surely get there. By always casting Oblivion and Mass Death. Woohoo! He's dead. Yeah, I definitely didn't. Oh god. It's an endless march. Okay. It's fine. Abandon all hope. They can overcharge it? Oh god, it's an endless horde. They left the game, but... Ah, they had an extra little guy coming out there. That's unfortunate. Very close, I feel. But I would have needed to top deck another Mass Death, which I would have, because I always top deck Mass Death. That was pretty fun. I needed to kill the coil much faster. I probably had a couple of scenarios where I could have done that. But I got clapped in the end. I'll do another match. And this horde's been doing work on the mutator so far. I mean, the fact they can get charge or whatever definitely does help their case. The maximum hand size is 7. Uh-oh, looks like we might need to change the loading tip screen soon. Dr. Crazy Guy. They gotta find their way. Well, this isn't good for me. I'm gonna take a lot of damage on turn 1. And maybe a little bit more damage on turn 2. Bam. Got owned. What's the chance they're gonna put this in the defense zone? I think that's so unlikely. Oh, damn. They had something else with Vigilance, though. A case for Mulligan if there was any? Yeah, potentially. We'll be fine. I hope. Maybe not, but we'll see. Fixed loading screen tip and dev. Woohoo! I did it! I did something! Woohoo, everybody! No, my Thunder Apprentice, she's dead! I still got to kill 2 things for 1 card though, which feels kinda good. Unfortunately, you couldn't pair with Painful Lesson, but you know, it's fine. So when cards get chained, it's from like top to bottom, right? So if let's say I do this, and like I want to like zap this with like Chain Lightning, I would have to go like this zaps this first and then put that on top of it. I keep forgetting what the order is because it feels like the order is like different in my eyes. But alas. Whatever, it's fine. Probably gonna overcharge Storm next turn because we're taking a little bit too much damage. That's also pretty good too. I'm gonna overcharge Storm first. I think I'm gonna get rid of this Recycle. Hopefully I don't have a way to buff up the health of these, otherwise I'll feel a little bit sad. Is there something I can get rid of extra that would feel okay? Maybe Chain Lightning at this point. Because next turn would be... this costs 1 extra. When did that happen? Did I miss something? Doesn't this normally cost 4 or 3? Why is this 4 now? They're playing the order you played them? Okay. So I would need to zap the 4 guy first and then... he has a guy? Let me see. Oh, okay. Well, once I get rid of this, it should be fine. They always collect the tithe. Let's see. I have 3 in my graveyard. So yeah, this is a little bit far away. I'm gonna do Overcharge Storm. I think I'm gonna get rid of this card. And you know what? I'm gonna get rid of Chain Lightning too, because I just want to make sure like this dies. Like if they have like a buff spell, which I feel like should be possible in these regions, it's probably for the better. I know I took a long time for that turn. Oh no! I got owned there. At least you got the 10 health guy though, because I ditched an extra card. And we got another Chain Lightning anyways. Okay. So unfortunately my curve isn't as good as I'd hope. But I'll probably get this out now. And I want to keep casting spells to make Confront the Ether cost less. Because actually kind of close. So this would get casted first, and then... this would make this... okay. I'm fine with that being exhausted for 2 turns. We got a cheap, what's his face? A cheap Confront the Ether. Well, if I want to cast it now... like, if I want to duplicate it... I probably don't care about Candid duplicating it, though. If anything, I should maybe have Candid duplicate a Mass Death or 2. Yeah, screw it. Damn, they got them all out. Also, I should have moved this to the right, because this one's gonna get removed. Yeah, and we're gonna lose these as well. So I made a slight misplay, but it's okay. I assume nothing I pick here actually matters, but I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm not wrong, but we'll see. You're gonna lose these two mass stats? That kind of sucks. I should have ordered the hand just a little bit differently. But I think we should be good for the most part now. Another mass death. And now we got the demon swarming. Oh, just all characters cost one more. I thought, what's his face? I thought it was commanders. It's okay. Eventually, I will learn how to read as a card gamer. But until then, we're allowed to not know stuff. How much is this actually? This is 4 mana? Or 4 resources? Damn, I went off. Order? Okay, what did I order wrong? Or they're still exhausted? That's 27 damage. In general, big guys go in the back for aggro plans. Got it, got it. Well, there's even more. Uh-oh, did I throw? Ow. There's a little bit of throwing involved. I mean, like, what's the chance they have something that, like... What's the chance they have something that doesn't die? Oblivion wins you this turn? I mean, like, okay, let's think about this real quick. If they play a card that has, like, can't be killed from non-damage sources... whatever. If they have it, they have it. Surprise the little paladins. Ah, we got there. Woo. Usually mutators feel like they don't do well with the style of game I'm trying to play. But like, I have not had to make a new deck or whatever. This feels like generally okay for me. Despite the fact that like half the mutator is like kind of bad for me, with everything having a charge. And like another half being like kind of okay, because of the infinite resource maximum. But yeah. We'll do another game. They would need 2 paladins. Okay, that sounds unlikely then. I don't know the mana cost of Paladin off the top of my head, but with how their hand size was looking and how many cards they drew through their deck, I feel that wouldn't have been likely. They're 2 costs? Okay. Maybe it was actually likely that. No, I'm kidding. Paladins 2, Cavalry, Paladins 5. Okay. It's Crazy Guy again, and this time we know stuff. But this time they also know stuff. Do you think they're gonna put this in the defense zone or whatever? To have their Noble Protector kill my Thunder Apprentice? Although, also we didn't draw a Lightning Bolt again turn 1. I would have loved to just zap this Noble Protector. You can actually just card count if you know what deck they're playing, which is funny. Yeah, it's always a fun, like, thing when you have, like, open deck lists, effectively. Or, like, if your knowledge of the game's, like, large enough, where you just be like, okay, like, what possible combination of cards can the opponent have to make me lose? And then just, like, play around that, you know? I'm gonna pretend that, they're gonna put a defense here, yeah, like last time. Probably not the best use of Overcharge Bolt, but, like, I don't want to die. So, like, you know. I want to develop this now. Okay, cool. Good turn for us. A turn where we're not dying is a good turn indeed. I'm gonna do this just so we get that going. We need to get our... what's his face? Our Oblivion Turbocharge. Also, I should probably move Oblivion to, like, the left maybe just a little bit. Or to the right of the hand so it doesn't get removed. Anywho, 9 PM for me, so I'm just gonna go sleep. Have a good one, y'all. I might actually bounce myself soon, because I do gotta do some laundry and stuff. But, thanks so much for tuning in, Gamepedia. It was fun chatting with you. Did it just remind me that I was wanting to crack down and work on my own FD DOD solo attacker deck? I mean, like, this Flame Dawn Descent of Dragons, like, seems kind of fun. I guess I could do this. Oh my god. I feel like that's a pretty big enough blowout to, like, win the game almost. I feel like that one card was probably good enough for them to, like, win the game, but, I think I may have gotten there safely now at this point. We can probably afford to lose one Oblivion, I think. Maybe one mass death, depending on the scenario. Yeah, this is probably the right order, I would say. Oh. So I just need to kill her and then we're good, right? That seems kind of funny. I actually don't want her ability to go off. I know it seems kind of weird, but... I think I'm actually gonna keep her safe, because I want to do mass death next turn to kill her. And if I do this now, then we're gonna lose our guys anyways. Gotta love the Aussie time zone privilege. It's a lovely 12:52 for you. Probably middle of the day gaming time. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there's a lot of damage to take though. I think we should be good though, because we could just start casting mass death. Mass death, if you will. Speaking of mass death. Master death, yeah. Okay, I think this might be lethal now. I'm actually gonna put, what's his face? Let's put the demons out here real quick. And I'll have Vengeance Death Worshipper on the defense zone. So that way we can, you know what? This might seem silly, but I'm just gonna Lightning Blast my own guy. Oh god. They had everything targeted on this. They said, I'm gonna put all the pants on this guy. On this girl, excuse me. Wow, I got spooked for a second. Are we dead? They left the game, but that could be them dying too. Oh god, okay everyone. I was gonna say, there's like 20 cards that flung out the hand targeting her. And I'm like, oh my god, that's not good. That'd be terrible. Rushdown quest complete. Okay, cool. Okay. I will do one more game, I think. And I think I would say we had a nice little Sanctuary social stream. We got to have Ben on stream, showing off the cards that we got to design over the past couple of weeks, which felt pretty nice. We had like some fun games, fun chats, fun silly things, and also got to learn more about different mechanics in the game and stuff again. You always love to learn. Yeah, I'll queue up. I will say the Now Surprises felt really good in this format, though. Almost feels like it's cheating, I would say. It's like, oh, everyone's gonna be in the battlefield? Bam, 3 mana, just instantly make you depressed. Oh shit, it's Platform Disciple. Yeah, this is gonna be a very fun final boss. We'll try our best. So far we haven't had a lightning bolt in our hand turn 1. I have an overcharge bolt here though. Okay. I'm gonna pass here. Bemmy. Well, she's 6'6", I can't kill her anymore. I could overcharge this, I guess. Although if I want to, I'd probably need to overcharge like thrice. Because Bemi might make it too big. Actually, I get priority. So I only need to overcharge it once, I guess. Yeah, I only need to overcharge it once. Okay. Neither of these can be played. This can go in the defense zone. Only one thing's in the graveyard. I'll do this, I guess. This does answer the zombie girl at least. Tormented me deal on. But we don't deal with the 2-2 unfortunately. But platform expected me to play the Thunder Apprentice here. Which I was considering. I was considering doing Painful Lesson plus Thunder Apprentice. But this is a pretty cool deck so far, though. I want to just try and get this developed because I want to get the Painful Lesson activated, ideally. It's Sunken Temple. Hopefully this isn't the Defender that's getting buffed. Okay. I'll take a bit of damage. Okay, so they get a whole new hand. So if I was trying to play around any card before, it's not gonna matter. Let's see. Got 3 abilities, so this is still a bit too much right now. Okay, so she's a 6/6 now. I've never seen this card. And I haven't seen this card either. I've seen Bemi though a couple of times. I'm gonna overcharge Storm here, because I think the fact that platform sees that I'm going to put all my guys in the defense zone, or in the support, I think platform might make the right read that like, oh yeah, like Prism's obviously vying for a mass death of sorts. So I shouldn't like develop too much. But in case that platform does see that and like sees I'm trying to bait something, then he still might try and like develop something. So I should like not do a mass death play, but I should do like a very like small committal play, like an overcharge storm maybe. Oh damn. Got blasted. He has little threat at the moment? Yeah. That is fair. You may have an additional location and play this game. Do you even need a mass? I don't want a mass death anyways, but like I do like want to like remove like a little bit while I have the chance, you know? How many do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a little bit too much, but we'll get there. I'm gonna to develop the scepter, actually. Oh, we both have scepter. That is kind of funny. Although he's gonna lose his demon. Unless he draws into it again. Oh no! I just brought her back. Also does a lot of damage, huh? Oh god. Okay, so we gotta do a little bit of damage, which is nice, but, you know. Why don't I just bring those back? I could keep her in the defense zone in case they develop something and have her as a chump blocker at this point. And thank you so much for Captain for the Prime sub. But if I'm just gonna mass death next turn... Actually, if she dies, she dies. I think having her as a chump blocker is, like, okay. Although she would have been safe, though, for the record. Like, I would have been safe. Oh, this is such a good turn to go for this now. I'm just gonna keep casting spells. I still need to get more spells in the graveyard. No, Calamity! Damn, I got owned. What the fuck? Well, we're gonna start over, but I feel like platform's probably gonna be in a slightly better spot. Because they're gonna be also drawing into a bunch of demons. Might be okay for me to start casting this, though. I'm gonna do a perspective secrets, I guess. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna cast this now, too. Okay. The Scepter duel begins. I feel like platform is gonna be in a much more better position, because they have a bunch more free demons. Oh, looks like we're both trying to get rid of our scepters. Yeah, so I lost my scepter. I'm getting their scepter too, but they definitely can draw into a lot more of their what's-his-face. And we save, what, 17 life? So that feels kind of good, at least. Also draw last. Oh my god, look at that. Zapped him. No safety. That's pretty fun. Well, we've got to that part of the stream that we all love. I hope you guys love it. Because I am now going to be casting Oblivion. My body is ready? Hell yeah. Yeah, I was waiting for this. Also draw last again, because I'm very good at video games. Look at that, didn't matter. No, my thing's getting removed again. Rip. Uh-oh, big Oblivion. I probably don't need to do this, right? Like, we're solely just winning. Uh-oh, big Oblivion again. Get rid of that corrupted forest. No forests allowed. I'm actually gonna cast this, cause, I want to make this cheaper. Oh, we're so close. Ancient egg. What's my age again? Let's see. Click on it, it'll show you. I need to check out that Merlin card. They're recycling for Annihilate. Did they get it? Click on make it done. Yeah, that was my goal. I didn't want this to hatch into something crazy, you know? Anyways, GG's to Platform Disciple. That was a very fun game. I think there's a lot of different things to navigate. I may have won this battle, but I think Platform Disciple won the war, because, like, this is a Platform Disciple deck, so, like... It all comes back to Platform Disciple, you know? But, anyways, this is a very fun Sanctuary Social Night. I'm glad to have been a host, finally. Nicely done, thank you. But yeah. I'm glad to have been a host, finally, for one of these. I'm gonna be traveling next week, so that's why, like, I also really wanted to, like, get this hosting thing done at least once. I have it under my belt. But next week, Coil said he was gonna play for it anyways. So next week you guys have Coils to look forward to. That's when the new card should be out, I am assuming. I missed out on playing against you. You know what? I'll play another match. I'll do one match with you, Duelist. Send me the challenge prompt. I will go for it. I'll gladly extend my time for you. This one's for you. Everyone gets one. Spider-Man vs. Spider-Man, yeah. Look at that. It'll be casual, but oh, it's gonna be casual? No, I want it to be the mutators. I'm gonna be nerfed without the mutator. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I know Subject. I love Subject. I think I put him in like my Dragon Highlander deck thing. Oh my god, I have a turn 1 play finally again? It's been so long. Although unfortunately, like, it might be a bit too late, you know? This is already gonna be active. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm too nerfed now. How am I gonna have any hope of winning? Yeah, see? I knew not to be stubborn and play that anyways. Good luck, thank you. Surely she'll be safe. Fuck. I'm done so. Oh god, she's an 8-7 or 10-7? We're dead. I should have the Hades song Painful Way or Painful Lesson or whatever on. No. Yeah, I'm dead. It's okay, I just will survive until turn 6. It's perfectly fine. Why is Spotify being so slow? Unfortunately, we're like just a turn or so too late, I think. I wish I had that Spotify list, by the way, it's nice. If you're curious what I had on for the whole stream, just YouTube up the Grand Poo World soundtrack. They're both pretty good. I think we're just dead, huh? Although, like, if this was the mutator, I think we would have technically been dead faster, because they all would have had charge. Oh my god. We lived. Well, rip. Does he have one? Oh, is this protected from dying? Yeah. Damn it! So close. I wish I could, like, see that card or whatever. I don't think I've ever seen that card before. in the death screen. To be fair, I didn't really build this around the mutators. They almost already have charge. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, also, like, if it was mutator, I definitely would have been dead faster. Because, like, half the mutator helps me out. Covert battlesuit? Okay, let me see it. Also, this was definitely not Painful Way. This was the Unseen Ones for the soundtrack. Where is it? There we go. Covert Battle. 1616, normally untouchable and indestructible. Damn, that seems kind of good against me. It's pretty fun though. GG's, that was a fun match. I think we actually didn't lose until you handed me the loss of the night. That's pretty fun. I guess before we go, I could open some packs. I gave it Fiery Ascension, which gave it Flying a Charge. I did see that card, like, fling from the hand. Like, I saw Fiery Ascension and I was like, oh boy, like, I wonder what's gonna get charge. And then, whoosh, it was the card that avoids mass death. Let's see. Inventory, packs. I guess before I end the Sanctuary social stream, I will... What's his face? I'm going to go and open some packs for us. You know, everything... Fictional motorcycles make everything cooler. It seems pretty fun. Deals 8 damage to target character on the battlefield. Okay. They said screw that one character in particular. Flourishing in their own lane. Alright. Let's open. I remember seeing this card in the collection. This card seems kind of okay. Alright. Let's open this. Card games are much cooler with motorcycles, yeah. Classic 5Ds mentioned. Grimalkin of Rot. You don't look that much rotting. Oh, cute cat though. It would be quite shocking if that cat would hit the rot. But a cat would never do that though. It's pretty funny. That robot do be splitting though. I think I've seen this card a couple of times. And this card was played against me earlier. It seemed like it had a difficult time though. Into my kill effects though. I remember seeing this card. I don't see too much effect damage that goes to the fortress. That's because I guess I'm like very combat minded though in this game. Like I know there are bird effects in this game. But I feel like I haven't seen it too much. Fat Abarian, ironically the cheapest one. Fair. Yeah. Anyways, I am getting a little bit tired and I do still want to do some laundry and stuff, other responsibilities. I will bounce. Chat everyone tuned in. You guys are all fantastic. I hope you all had fun with another Infinity War Sanctuary social stream. I will bounce for the night. And I would raid another Infinity War streamer, but there is none on right now. So I hope you guys all have a great night, great day, I guess if you're in Australia. I need to talk in the Discord more. I've like been focused with like a lot of different things happening in life, but I will get more involved with the Discord relatively soon. But if you enjoyed me hosting, I guess I was gonna say like tell Elfie, but I don't know. Like I'll eventually like be hosting again most likely, but definitely not next week though, at the very least. The hosting a Sanctuary Social was a ton of fun. I hope you had more fun for sure, and see you later. Bye bye. Actually, wait, before I go, I'll do a little salute. Bye bye.